I should never have saw you like that, Mr. Wrestling Man.
More. Yes.
Come on, it was an accident. Pants
I felt like I was in a junk drawer full of buttons and hair. Like,
you were in a junk drawer full of junk.
Like,
it was like a bunch of pieces of gum on a chain link fence.
But I will give you an awesome story. My best wrestling story. I'll give it to you right now.
I'm a big fan. You may know them as Twiztid, Jamie Madrox, and Monoxide. And ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, here they are. A round of applause.
How y'all doing?
How's it
Monoxide
going?
has activated his cloaking device.
He is. I was going to say he is fully cloaked at this portion in time.
Get your finger out of there. Get your finger out of there.
I hear him. There he is. Holy shit.
Listen, sometimes fingers aren't as fun as you think they are. And I'm just here to
Fair enough.
We'll
Fair enough. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing?
Great.
We are so excited. We're doing amazing, and everyone in the chat seems to be doing amazing as well. So I guess right off the top, you guys have so much going on. It seems like you never slow down. But the thing that I am so excited about, it was just announced, Astronomicon 2023, March 3rd through the 5th. Oh my gosh. Okay, so first of all, you guys have had some incredible guests, and I feel like your convention just features people and guests from all different genres, walks of life. Is there a dream guest that you guys are hoping to book for next year or in the future?
Lady Cadet, let me tell you.
Tell me.
I think we've done it. As far as myself and George, who is a big part, the head of MNE, runs that. I think we got ours. So it's going to be interesting.
Very exciting.
I think,
and
I don't know.
Bing Crosby, dig him up.
We've talked.
Give up the corpse of Bing Crosby and put him on display.
Oh my goodness!
I want to see that in the glass case. A little late.
Yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't want to see that, right? There's so many great ones to pick from. You know what I mean? There's people that we physically reached out to in the past. I don't want to say names, but you know, and have turned us down for whatever reason they had or whatever. But that's why that's why we're not quick to jump with and be like, oh, so and so and so and so, because then if you don't get them, then it's like, well, why won't they get them? So, but yeah, it's going to be at Burton Manor again this year coming up. Like you said, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It's the greatest place to celebrate all things pop culture. I think we usually have a nice picking, so to speak, of people, celebrities and pop culture icons, one and alike, and it's usually a nice round. It's not too much of one thing. We have everything from wrestling to horror to comedy to music. So I like how we bounce around and we keep it fun like that. So there's a little something for everybody.
I was just about to say, you guys have had some of the greatest wrestlers of all time at Astronomicon. So personally, who are you guys? Like, what is your era of wrestling? Are you guys more like Heartbreak Kid, Brett? Are we old school like Hogan Warrior? Are we Austin? Or like DiBiase, Big Boss Man? With
Bam Bam Bigelow,
Nikolai
shit like that. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Ted Bundy, yes. King Kong Bundy.
Right, Ted Bundy's the shit too. No, I'm just kidding.
He wrestled in a different way. It was just a different kind of wrestling.
He took to wrestling in a strange different way. No, but
wrestling of the mind.
There's something to be said about that 80s vibe, and now you know, being blessed in the positions that we can be and usually are. It's fun to meet some of those larger than life personas that we grew up to. In the green room, you know, trading snacks and stories over some pasta and garlic toast, and it's just cool to hear. you're like, holy shit, that's Papa Shango. Holy shit, you know, that's Scott and Rick Steiner. Like, oh my God, what is happening right now?
Crazy world.
Your inner wrestling kid comes out, and it's just not to mention the new cats as well. The new blood, we love you, young motherfuckers and motherfuckers too. But
I don't know what it is. But every time I see a wrestler, it flashes me back to the time we were at WCW or something, and they put us in a locker room, and within 40 seconds, there were more naked men walking around talking about things. I shouldn't have been there.
A wrestling locker room is not a place for for anyone to be quite
ruined it for
honest.
me. I should never have saw you like that, Mr. Wrestler.
Yes,
Come on, it was an
definitely.
accident. Pants.
Yeah,
I felt like I was in a junk drawer full of buttons and hair. Like,
you were in a junk drawer full of junk.
Like, oh,
it was like a bunch of pieces of gum on a chain link fence.
But I will
give you an awesome story. My best wrestling story. I'll give it to you right now. Hanging out at this festival called the Gathering of the Juggalos. We ended up somehow, me and Jamie ended up in a hotel room with Honky Tonk Man and Brutus the Barber Beefcake because they wanted to get high. And we were like, we'll get you high. And they fucking came, right? So we're smoking and I roll it up. I hand it to Honky Tonk, hits it. Hands it to Jamie, hits it. Hands it to Brutus the Barber Beefcake, who hits it, then turns to me this close to my face and gives me a shotgun. And all I could do was let it happen. I just let it happen, man. I took it in. I got up. I hit him with the spear of the elbow.
Right. I was like, aside from you
to the chest, I picked him up. I showed him to the crowd. And then
aside from you pulling out the figure 4 leg lock, you just got to let all that run its course, man. That was a beautiful memory that most people would never believe. More or less, I know it's real. I lived it with you, but that story is just such a great window into those times and just how crazy motherfuckers are, I suppose.
Oh, it's nuts.
But yeah, and getting to see people in their own the behind the curtain, so to speak. You know, you play that character on television, like thinking Leonard Nimoy's like a Klingon or a Vulcan or what the fuck ever all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a persona. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
It feeds into the whole culture of it, like pro wrestling. Let's be 100% honest here. The people who do pro wrestling, okay, you've got to be a little crazy to do it. Okay, you got to be a little off. You got to be a little different. You got to be a little different. And the same people who are different usually appreciate the other different shit that's out there. So they kind of all bond together over being different. And that's why I think pro wrestling and conventions have been so integral. They're hand in hand with a lot of these old school retro horror conventions, nostalgic stuff that fans love to see.
Fair enough.
I think it's super cool that you guys have a huge selection in Astronomicon this year. And wrestlers will be part of the buffet.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Of course.
Well, speaking of buffet, Jamie, you mentioned earlier something about like garlic toast and spaghetti. Is that what we can expect in the green room at Astronomicon?
It's possible. We always have a vegetarian choice. I'm not sure what it'll be, but we try to keep it. We try to keep it saucy for everyone because we realize that there's a lot of people eating clean and have different lifestyles, much more than they did when they were younger. So we try to cater to everybody's want and need with the talent and the stars that we bring in. I think that's part of the.
Yeah, there's like a pork tenderloin that's been braised in like a maple something or other. It's wrapped in a bacon, right?
Scalloped
then
potatoes or something nice,
salad,
you know.
A bunch of time bars. They got
you got to throw the word braised in there, something, whatever it is, it's braised.
A bunch of stuff that tastes like grass and stuff you would
right. But I think that's the kind of
eat it, I eat it.
I just think that's the kind of shit that I think people understand and take into consideration and are like, you know, these guys get it and they appreciate, which is cool. We like to put that vibe back into the pool we're dipping our toe into, so to speak.
Oh,
absolutely. And so as we were kind of already mentioning, you guys have literally fandoms for everybody. You could literally go with your dad, your neighbor, your cousin.
For real.
Whatever. But I know also you guys are fans of the Halloween franchise, as are Josh and myself. So what are you guys hoping for the conclusion of this current trilogy? And do you guys have a favorite kill?
Spoilers.
I hope that he got somebody pregnant we don't know about. There's a baby that's had, and we jumped in the future. That baby's 16 years old, and for his birthday, Michael Myers sent him a butcher knife, and it just starts all over again.
Yes, we are cool enough to say that we talked to James Jude Courtney, and never once. I'm not saying that we didn't want to. You just ask. Like, we're not gonna tell. What happens? Do you die or does she die? Just keep it real. Don't just say me or her. You don't gotta say any words. We wanted to say it. Don't want to put him in that position because I'm sure everybody says that to him. He's like, fuck off. Stop asking me. But I hear that it's one or the other is going to perish in the movie, and I already heard who it is and how it happens, because I'll be having my ear to the pumpkin patch, and I'll be knowing shit like this. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, I promise. But I heard some shit, and it comes down to obviously to Lori and Michael, and it is a face-off. If you notice in a lot of the promotion, they have them like paired in like a fight, you know, like they're like it's a video game, like they're just standing in the avatar mode, just ready to fuck some shit up. Right. So yeah, it's got that vibe to it.
Fair.
It's fixing to be a battle.
And any thoughts? And I know we had talked, we got the chance to talk to Corey Taylor about it, because I know he's a big fan of the third film.
For sure.
What are your guys' thoughts on the third Halloween film? The original.
First time I saw it, I was mad as hell. Like, what is this? There's no Michael Myers, there's no nothing. But the older you get, the more about the series you learn, and you see that
for real.
If you really want to reach, you can kind of make it tie in. But if you look at it as just a standalone horror film, I like it. It's not. It doesn't anger me anymore.
For sure. And also knowing that that Deborah Hill and Tommy Lee Wallace and those guys were writing that, and when you know that it was supposed to be in like a Twilight Zone-esque, or what's the new Guillermo del Toro? I'm fucking it up. I know I am. I'm sorry, bro. I love your movies. But his Cabinet of Curiosities. Cabinet of Curiosities, a new short deal coming out, a collective of stories, if you will. That was their vibe. And when you know that, it makes the whole validity of the situation completely different. You watch it with open arms. I heard fan theories. I mean, it's fun. It's fun. Well, I agree with Paul, though. There was a time when we were being like, well, where's Michael Myers? Right. And obviously that's what everybody did. It was like, that's what determined dude as the cash cow. It was like, what the hell, bring him back. I don't care how he comes back, bring him back. Nothing can kill him.
They didn't do that again. And we're on like Halloween 36 and they never did that again.
Right.
They never strayed from the man that is the golden egg. Like, are you crazy? Yes. I think they tried to put it to rest, and that was their way of trying to end it. To me,
I mean, that is the idea. But I think with everything, we'll get another up and coming director like a young Rob Zombie that will come along, and we'll get that opportunity to reboot, recalibrate, rebrand that franchise, and they'll make it their own, as Rob did, or as I can't think of the dude, Gordon Green or something like that did with his. Like, they all make it their own, which is cool. And when you start taking that into consideration and stop watching, like, I think a lot of people just like to hate watch shit. They just like to hate it and just break it down. And it's like, and that's a thing. That's a thing. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a thing. And it's like, if you watch it with the idea that like, this is this person's opportunity to do it, had you would have done it, I'm sure you would have done it differently. You should be so lucky. Perhaps you should go to the Actors Guild or whatever the fuck and get your fucking creds and get your camera out, because you do a fan film. I see those. I see a killer fan films all the time on the YouTubes. So it's fun. It's just to see people passionate about shit like that.
Hell yeah. And I really appreciate both of your perspectives on it too. So thank you for that.
Great insight from both of y'all, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So
I was going to say, speaking of like psychotic and certified, speaking of the certified psychos, we got a certified psychos tour coming up for y'all. And
we do.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my paperwork. It kicks off Wednesday, September 28th in Omaha, Nebraska. And then it heads out west. And it ends October 22nd in Newport, Kentucky. We pulling up again at Devil's Night, October 30th, which is a Fright Fest Attack of the Ninjas crossover special performance at St. Andrews Hall. That's where it all comes to an end right there. That's the crescendo of this year's festivities. But I think one of the important things I want to highlight is, like, with this tour, we're taking it back to like our roots and playing a lot of songs that we're not necessarily going to play anymore as we go forward, because we've been looking at our catalog and we got many, many years of material that we've been blessed to put out. And when we were doing these like throwback weekends and doing like, some of the old school stuff, people were vibing with it a lot. And we decided to, we talked with Killa and Blaze and sat down and like tried to put together a package of us doing like a special throwback set to try to commemorate some of these iconic songs that are part of our DNA and of what we are, quite frankly, of who we are today. And we wouldn't be here if it weren't for some of these songs and I think it's going to be fun to I don't want to necessarily say play them for the last time, but to play them for a very long time. Well, fuck, say it then. I mean, you know, that's how we feel with a lot of it. And it's true though, because when we, and it's not from a place of being like, you know, we don't like those songs or what have you. It's that we're neglecting. We feel like parents with our music. We're neglecting the last 5 years in reverse from today of Twiztid music. We don't perform so many songs and records that we've released that just go unsung, so to speak. And because we keep focusing on material that's from another time and which is fun and it's cool and it's fun. Yeah. And I mean, and again, that's what makes shit like this so special. And I'm sure that there'll come a time, you know, down the road where we'll do, you know, a show themed to a record if it has a celebration, an anniversary or some kind of fun shit like that. But for the long haul, like we've been consciously being like, we're going to put a lot of these songs in the vault and put them on the shelf and start focusing on some of the newer creations that we've built in the time that we've been building our brand. And since we've been doing what we've been doing as Magic Ninja Entertainment and putting our foot forward with that stuff. So it's going to be fun. It's kind of therapeutic in a strange, selfish way. It's kind of is, because it gives us a way of like, we get to like kick these songs and put our heart into this shit one last good time. And hopefully everybody who vibes with this shit or quote unquote grew up on this shit or loves this shit, pull up, man, pull up. I hope y'all see something that you ain't seen in a long motherfucking time. I don't even want to put a year on it. I was about to say in X years, but I don't want to say X years, just in a long fucking time. So,
right.
so
I mean,
I'm bringing a motherfucking
Twiztid. We haven't been to the West Coast
real
for
talk.
5 years. Like,
wow.
so that alone, we could have probably went over there and did whatever we want, but we just feel it's come to a point where
for real,
like we have to move forward. If we keep doing stuff from behind, your roots become stagnant, nothing grows, and it's just like, Most Tasteless might be your favorite record, but it ain't mine.
I mean, and that's totally fair. So out of curiosity, when you guys are on tour, what is something besides the obvious that you always have to bring with you?
Jamie Madrox.
Okay. Yes. That was your answer. I thought you were throwing it to me. I was like, that was an answer.
That was my answer.
That was a good answer, bro. I like that. I'm gonna say markers. I used to not have that. Used to be my weird sick game. Is I would try to find things like the little things of paper that you see on the hotel end tables. That in a big pen or a free pen from the hotel, and that would be where I would start. And by the end of the tour, I'd collect Sharpies and shit. People would give me here, man. You want to get? Yeah, hell yeah. I got all the colors now. I'm working it out. But now, one thing that I can't go without is just bringing my markers and my pens and shit. It's something. It's a release. It's like music. He always brings the good playlist, and we jam, man. We try to have fun every day. We're allowed to be.
Amazing.
You guys have any pre-show rituals you're always doing? Like a bottle of room temp water, blunt, and banana? Like, what is it? Like, you know what I mean?
Some salt, some uncooked
rice.
We
got a handshake that we do.
Yeah, show daps. Yeah, fuck
like, yeah. We're not superstitious, but we're a little stitious. So
we are. We're not. Yeah, we're a tad stitious. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's like it's a circuit. It's like a circuit. Like everybody, and that's where we become. The stitious part of it is we'll all do it, but him and I have to be the last ones. So if we've already gave each other the daps, we're ready to go. Someone else comes in and gives him a dap, then they have to give me a dap, and then I got to give him a dap again. Even if the tape's rolling, it doesn't matter. We have to do it. It's just that's where the stitious part kicks in, but it's fun because it's like it's something we do.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you started like incorporating that into?
That's been a long time. That's been a long time. I mean, literally decades. Like that's been something we've been doing since kids. And I want to say that it started like, you know, maybe somewhere else, maybe like at a baseball game or a basketball game or what have you, something like that, you know, but I don't really think that is it. I just think it was anytime we ever go to do something or, you know, you're getting ready to, oh man, you going to court? All right, man, hope you do good, man. Or all right, man, I hope you get that job and shit. You get your daps, you know, you give your daps and say your pieces and whatever, you know. I don't know.
There's
I
a monster behind you, Josh. God damn, it's crawling
Man.
on you, Josh.
You guys pull all the pussy in the room. I'm telling you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's my familiar. She keeps coming up. She's probably gonna go shit in the house after this. It's
Holy
like a defiant
shit.
act. She's gonna go shit in the hallway.
Yeah. Oh my God.
The cat's pissed because she can't go. It's been 10 minutes and she feels like she's starving because her fucking food's in the garage and that's where the kitty litters, you know. And I've learned about maggots in the fly population recently. Yeah, terrible, wonderful segue from psychos to that. Appreciate
no
that.
worries. It happens.
I'll segue a little bit. That we've been like really fortunate to have a lot of guests from the Detroit and the Detroit music scene, which is obviously so rich. You guys being part of it, what do you guys like consider to be the Detroit sound? Is there one?
I guess it depends on what parts of the city you go to. Certain parts will tell you, oh, there's kind of a drill trap sound on the east side and the west side, or you go out to the suburbs and it's something. I don't know. To say it's one thing would be impossible.
Yeah, I don't.
Kind of all over.
I totally hear what he's saying. I'm not trying to contrast with you or nothing. I'm not sure that it's a sound. I think it's more of a vibe, because when you look at, you know, how Kid Rock did it, how Eminem did it, how everybody who got their shake to do it did it their own way, but there is a vibe to it, a passion to it. Like it's a hunger. You can see it. It's how we do. So I think that's what it is. I think it's that want.
Very fair.
Something about that city that breeds really, really talented individuals. You guys are
for real, dude. I mean, I could
real.
go on and on, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Josh?
Man, you know, what has it been like? I see the new album, and for people who've been a fan, you were mentioning earlier, your music is, God, you guys are so incredible on how you know where you started, and then, you know, we're talking about the Ice Nine Kills record in particular. Ice Nine Kills, huge band right now in the scene, and you guys have a record with them. And I think, what was it like recording that? And was it with Spencer, the guys? Tell us what was going on with Ice Nine Kills.
We met them on Warped Tour and developed a kind of a hey, what's up kind of relationship. We knew a few of the guys in the band, and then we were doing a song with a producer, Johnny Andrews, and he suggested, because we were like, we wanted to try something new, something that was different. How you mentioned the show daps. We have a lot of reoccurring patterns that we do in our career.
Traditions.
And traditions. And we've been trying to think outside the box, go outside of our comfort level. So we, I don't say enlisted. We got in contact with a producer, Johnny Andrews, who was like, I want to do this with you guys. And it was kind of like his evil brainchild. Like, you know, you got Richard Ward from Fozzy on guitars. You got Spencer Charnas, you know, belting it out with us, you know, singing. It's like you got the guys. I mean, it's like everybody put their all into it, and you can hear it when you play it. And it's just got that vibe to it. So it's like, I can't do nothing but thank dude, because it was he had the vision. And also, thanks to Spencer for taking a chance on us, you know what I mean? And just being like, yeah, fuck it, dude, I ride with you guys. Because we understand how important that is. It's not like it's something that just everybody gets that hookup, or everybody gets that. There has to be something there that's a common respect, a love, a passion, a nod, a tilt of the hat, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's awesome, and we appreciate it. Man. So it's a good vibe, man.
The album's called Unlikely Prescription. That was on, and the song is called Envy. Anyone wants to look it up, the Ice Nine Kills collab that I'm talking about. Great fucking track, gentlemen.
Right on, man.
Thanks, dude. Your voice is incredible, dude. We got to get you on the record.
He is, man. He's a good dude.
Anytime, bro. Anytime.
I swear to God.
For real.
That's on everything, Josh. We're going to get you on the goddamn record.
Right here. From the heart, bro. Swear to God. I've been listening to you guys for years, and so, you know what I mean? Like, I've been a huge fan for a long time. So when she said you guys were coming on the show right before Halloween, I was jazzed. So I'm trying not to fanboy out too hard.
No, hell no. We love that, dude.
We go around the country thinking everybody doesn't like us. So the more that we hear that people actually do like us,
that's right.
It makes life easy.
Man, you guys, and whether here, look, I'm a voice actor, and I'll tell you this. I do characters like Roadhog, and I do Optimus Prime, and I do Megatron. For Universal Studios Hollywood, we're the roast from the Megatron.
Flash. I love it.
And so there is no doubt a huge Madrox and Monoxide influence on the Optimus, also because you guys have that timber. You know what I'm talking about?
I love it.
Monoxide rolling it down, chainsaws, fucking all that. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
So when I'm basing a lot of these characters, people ask me all the time, what did you do it on? And I'm like, you guys are huge influences. So when you're playing video games, you never know that the voice actors who you're hearing these days, we all grew up on this stuff, you know,
That's
for the past
awesome,
20 years. This is what we grew up on. This is what molded us, you know. So I think it's so cool to have you guys here, brother.
Hell yeah, dude.
I don't know.
And
This
Heather,
is so emotional.
Heather, it's cool that you're here too. Don't worry.
I was gonna say our homie Chris Calico is one of he's like I want to say he's a Dinobot on Beast Wars or something. So that's so fresh that you're like that. I love that. I fucking love that because it's like that's the shit that was so very important to us as kids. It's just cartoons and like that's what gives
we do
us
our
soul,
cartoon,
man.
we're gonna do our own voices.
I fucking love it. No, absolutely. No, yeah, man. I celebrate, dude.
Shit,
I don't hate, dude. I celebrate. That's fucking dude. I love that shit.
Well,
fuck yeah, dude.
Can I put you on the spot, Josh?
Oh, okay. All right. Spot.
You know what I'm gonna ask.
Are we gonna what are we gonna do? What do we have?
So,
do we have a
I
cold
think
read?
maybe
That's
like-
shirt off. No.
I was gonna say, maybe do you want to do
Do
like
Buffalo
an ad?
Bill as Optimus Prime.
Hell yeah.
I was gonna say, do you want to do an ad for their upcoming tour?
Oh,
man,
absolutely.
Dude.
That's
Here we go.
Dude.
All right,
Fuck yeah, dude.
Producer in the truck, bring back my certified psychos. Here we go.
Okay.
Cybertron's finest proudly bring to you the Decepticon destroying, chainsaw wielding certified psychos. Because when it's Halloween and Twiztid's on the scene, you're more than meets the eye, and it's time to die. I am Optimus Slimed, and I send this message to all of you certified psychos. Hit the tour. Autobots, transform and pull out.
Oh, is anybody recording this?
Holy shit. That was fucking killer, dude. Oh my God, dude. I'd be doing voice messages on everybody. They'd be like, man, what the fuck? I'd be calling like credit card people.
Ordering double.
What do you mean the payment is late?
We can also do it as like
I fucking
Elmo
love
as well.
it.
So
Oh, it's so killer, dude. I love it. Oh,
Yeah.
Blow away.
that was
Josh,
awesome.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you, man. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Josh, can you do one of like Grover or like Elmo?
A Grover one.
Yeah.
What voice? I've been working on. I was doing. It won't suit. I've been working on like my Alec Baldwin and doing more serious stuff. We can do a Grover one. All right, bring it back. Producer in the truck. Quick. We bring it one more time. Bring it back. Bring the graphic back.
Okay.
Bring the graphic back. Here we go. Sir. I don't want to turn into Yoda. Here we go. All right.
Okay.
There's a monster everywhere at the end of this book, and I saw Monoxide with a knife in his hand. 1, 2, 3, Jamie, Madrox, and me. It's Super Grover on the Certified Psychos tour.
Oh my God.
Holy shit, dude. I fucking love it, dude.
Let's go.
You can tell how much influence that those guys had, because at first I was thinking it was Yoda, because it's you get that Frank Oz, dude, the fucking man, dude.
My wife always goes, she goes, it
Fuck
leans into
yeah,
this
dude.
Yoda a little bit. You need to keep working on it. My wife's my hardest critic because she'll always give me the biggest shit about everything. So only the finest for the
Only the finest for me. That's right.
fucking
Ain't nothing
dope.
wrong with it. She's a keeper.
That
God
was beautiful,
bless.
Josh. That was some of your best work.
I
So-
Thank
fucking
you.
love that. That was killer.
Oh, yeah.
Never, ever have we ever. No, we never have.
for you
Great.
guys, man. It comes from the heart because it's legitimate respect and so much
fucking love
admiration
it,
for what you all do.
Right
And
back
so
to you, brother. Much
to hear
love.
you guys get a giggle off that is fucking makes my day.
So rad, dude. You're so good at that shit. God damn.
Oh yeah.
That's
Well-
fucking killer, dude.
I think, Josh, if it's cool with you, I think we should go into our game. What do you think?
Let's do it. It's perfect. We have a game on the show, gentlemen, we call Would You Rather? And so it is a simple game, no pressure, and there's no wrong answers. So you'll have a choice between A and or B. And Heather,
Yes.
Miss Cadet, will you take us away on the first one?
I absolutely will. Okay, so this is the first would you rather. Like Josh said, there's no wrong answers. Let's bring up the graphic. So the first, would you rather? Would you rather do a shot-for-shot remake of the original Batman movie or a horror movie based on Astronomicon?
Horror movie based at Astro.
Okay.
Remake of the original Batman movie.
There's too much codpiece in the original Batman. I'm just
do
good.
the horror movie at Astro. That's fun. That's
dude,
fun.
you know you're not gonna want to wear that.
They just did one at Spirit Halloween. The possibilities are endless, man. We're just only breaking ground. Onward.
It's happening.
It's there for the taking.
Very fair. All right, Josh, you're up.
Would you rather perform?
That is the graphic. Right? Sorry,
that is the graphic.
I was about to be like, what the fuck?
It's a picture of me in the shower. What happened? I don't understand.
Okay, that's fair.
In the meantime, you mentioned the spirit. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Would you rather perform with the first band whose album you bought, or perform with the first band who you paid to see live in concert?
Wow.
Oh man, definitely perform with the first band whose album I bought, because I've only paid, I think, one time to get into a concert, and I won't say who it was, but man, yeah, that wasn't fun.
I was gonna say that's similar. Yeah. I would go with the first one, like you said, the perform with the first band the album you bought, and that would even be weird too. But I would still do it. It would be cool. It would be a fucking awesome tour.
Yeah,
I'm a positive kind of guy.
Will you tell us what the albums were?
Bing Crosby, Christmas hits.
Shout out to Ben.
I want to say it was Run DMC Raising Hell on cassette.
Yeah.
Oh, picture that tour.
It could have been that.
No, Peter Piper, Pig Pepper. Oh, shit. They just mic checking. It's about to get real. Holy shit. All right.
Okay.
I think it would be cool.
Great choices. Okay, here's the next one. Would you rather? And here's the graphic, just in case you guys missed the graphic before. We're just going to keep throwing it up. Okay.
I love that. It's like subliminal.
I love that. Right. It's like,
I swear, no, this is totally on purpose. Okay, here is the next one. Would you rather, I'm watching her. Okay, have a music video done in the style of 1960s claymation, or have a music video crossover with the Scooby-Doo gang?
No,
Man,
Rankin Bass, the first one.
Man.
The first one. Every time.
That's tough. I don't know, because I'm gonna say I don't think any of those Christmas cats smoke pot. I love Christmas.
You would be a cool one of those things.
I'm gonna go with Scooby and them because I know at least Shaggy's got some good.
Wow.
Always.
You know, in the van, you're good with
It's
Shaggy.
going to be me and Yukon Cornelius, bro. You're going to be missing out on some good times over here.
What do you
man.
mean?
You and the Scooby gang get some treats or something, bro.
Remember when Yukon
Say Yukon Cornelius.
Like,
you going to name drop Cornelius on the show, man. What the fuck?
So honorable mention for Yukon Cornelius, right?
Come on, man. We just talked about this shit in the car. That's why I knew it. He talked about how he tasted and smelled things.
Right?
That guy's a fucking great time. What are you talking about?
That's not cold.
I love it.
He was ready to fight that Bumble. He was like, come on.
Right.
I'll punch you to pieces.
Right. He didn't give a fuck. He was like, fuck that Bumble. Like, that's, yeah. There it is, man. My choice is made, man. Line in the sand. I move on.
I'm going with the Stoners.
All right. Josh, you got the next one?
I got the next one. This is a severe. Would you rather perform on a Detroit benefit show promoted by Alice Cooper, or promote a wrestling show headlined by your favorite childhood wrestler? Book a show.
I'm gonna say,
I guess. Wait, are they? They're both benefits?
That's what I said when I saw it right now. I was like, wait a minute, one of them isn't a benefit. So you're like,
I would totally pick the benefit. That was going to be my matter of decision. I'm like, fuck it, I might as well do that one at least, you know.
all
But
right, now,
yeah,
just looking at it, it says promote for a
trying to
wrestling
get
show
me, man.
headlined by your favorite show. So that means you can make money off of that wrestling.
Yeah, right.
I
Alice
mean,
Cooper
yeah,
didn't
but
say we're getting paid anything, man. So I'm gonna go with the wrestling thing because I got a chance to make a buck and maybe I can meet Hulk Hogan to come out or something. I don't know.
he'll definitely come out and tag you up, dude. There's no question about it.
I don't want him to walk a lot.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
I love this. This is great.
Here's the next one. Would you rather Up and there it goes. Okay.
Have a seizure this way or that way.
I love it. This is going great. Okay.
Warning.
I can just read it. Okay. Would you rather spend a weekend at Camp Crystal Lake with the wonderful Kane Hodder, or spend a night in the Strode family home with the wonderful James Jude Courtney?
Oh, I know mine without a fucking doubt. Mine is spend a night in the Strode family home with James Jude Courtney, because he's cool. He talks to you. Kane Hodder always wants to hurt me and put his hands on me and do things to my neck and like put my arms in weird positions. I love Kane. I love him to death. But I'll be goddamn if I spend a week. You know, he's gonna get all drunk or something that night.
The man's
like,
got
never
a point.
Seen this one? Like,
he's got a fucking valid point. He's always yes. Next thing you know, you're in a chicken wing or a pickle, and it's over. And there's your life flashing before someone else's eyes because they're watching, thinking of whether or not if they film you, will you hate them because they know they should have helped, but they didn't. Because what are you gonna do? It's Kane.
Just saying, man. JJC, he ain't going out like that. I got love. I got love for both, but.
We've already been shoved around by Kane.
Yeah,
I know it.
Kane's got that Stu Hart mentality. He's like, let me twist you out, let me stretch you.
Right. I just set my life. That's great. I fucking love it, dude. Fuck yeah.
All right, and finally,
I think we have two more.
We have two more. Okay, we have two more.
Here we go.
Okay, would you rather own an original Batman utility belt toy replica, or an elastic Batman figure?
The elastic Batman figure. But because I'm a true nerdy, I know that most of those examples that are still in existence, there was a syrup, a sap, or some shit they put inside of them to make them elastic, squishy, if you will, like a Stretch Armstrong is what it is. And they would all pop. So like it would be a lot of the boxes just look like some sort of alien experiment kit or something like that. But to have
Jamie,
one of those,
which one's worth more?
To be honest, I would say, I don't know. I probably utility belt, truthfully.
That's what I was thinking.
Because it's before us. Like it would be like our dad's shit or something like that, and complete like that. That's probably like several thousands, probably north of 5. Where the elastic one, you probably get 3,500 for it, beat to shit in a box. But it's hard to find it. I just want to
taste the syrup.
Yeah, I mean, that's the real collector. Wants to get in there and get his hands dirty, I suppose. I don't know if it's toxic or not.
Cut his throat and sip the syrup from his neck.
Right. Squeeze it out of his little motherfucker. Oh my God. Trying to help the Joker. Yeah, man. Those are great. Those are back in the days. I actually, for like 3.5 seconds, contemplated trying to get one of those and like talking to people over the ages of just, there's like refurb bodies that they now put like Play-Doh stuff in, you know how like kids do the slime gig or whatever. So they put that kind of new materials in there. And I'm like, you're living a lie. It is not real. No. You might as well just go get a facsimile Cenobite cube and just play with that, because nothing's going to happen with that either. You're just living a goddamn lie.
That's almost the equivalent of like squeezing a fake boob at that point. I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm creeped out by that now. So there's that. Yeah. But yeah, definitely a cool thing. And it was nice Mego drop too. That was fresh. I like it. Fuck yeah.
Well, we have one final question. So we're going to bring up the last. Would you rather? This one's, I think you guys are going to do just fine with this one. I can't wait to hear your reasoning. So the very final one, would you rather be a reverse Centaur or a reverse Merman?
Oh, without a doubt, I got to be a reverse Centaur, because there's something about having little weird arms that freaks me out a little bit, because I always feel like something's, you know what I mean? You need to keep it off you. You can hoop it off of you that way. And they say, you know, horses have really big piles of poop, so that's cool too.
Wow, dude. Yeah,
there's nothing cool about that fish thing, though. That fish thing says "kill me."
It does. It does.
Mouth open, put a shotgun in it.
A shotgun shell hole in the side of its gills, and it's flapping that one little wing. Oh God, it's bad. It's bad. The choices are horrible. I don't know. Yeah, I pick neither. I pick both and neither. At the same time, no.
Wait
I guess
a minute.
Okay.
I could stand
look
up
how
on
uncomfortable the horse thing is. How uncomfortable. That is like a permanent squat thrust forever. And you're just walking around carrying this whole half a horse.
No, what happened?
That is you, essentially. You're carrying yourself.
Mid-leap. It's getting ready to jump up on its own back leg.
Oh my God.
And punch you 4 times in the face.
How long? I want to be reasonable. How long do we have to be in this state? Is this permanently?
I think it's forever, Jamie.
Oh yeah, no, I'm out. I'm out. I gotta talk to my lawyer about this shit. I'm out. That's a deal breaker for me. I don't know. I don't.
Man, I've seen crazy animals survive as humans, bro. They just put on like shirts
once you start, you start sewing shit together in some weird kind of centipede life. I'm scared of it, man. I don't know. I won't pick. I guess I have to pick. So I'll pick the horse guy. Oh God, that looks so uncomfortable. Oh my God. I'm gonna be thinking about that now all the time. Like, why do you stand like that? Because I'm emulating a horse.
What is it? Now, is that his leg part, or are we not seeing the leg? And that is
no, the other leg is kind of like kicked out to the side. I thought
so. Unless that's an inviting position.
Use your imagination. I mean, technically, if you want to look at the perspective of it, it can be a dick or an arm. It can be.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Right.
I don't understand why he doesn't stand up and do like that Mortal Kombat guy. Then he'd have 2 horse legs, and then that extra set of arms. He'd have like the 6.
Montero. That's right. What was her name? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? That thing from
Mortal Kombat. Who are you talking about? Mortana, I think.
Yeah, dude. Like I would just stand up. Stand upright.
That's what it's getting ready to do.
Oh man, it is just uncomfortable.
Let it be known, Motaro wins.
And the fish is just like, help me, please.
See, you're sweet. You would help me out or kill me.
I hate it.
What a great experience. That was the end of Would You Rather. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Oh my God.
And thank you both so much for being here on the show. Again, Certified Psychos tour coming right up. Check that certifiedpsychos.vip to check your website to get tickets for all the dates. West Coast tour. So Idaho Falls on there. A bunch of cool random towns in there too. Roseville in California. As well as Astronomicon coming up in March of 2023. Thank you guys so much. Before we let you go, Heather's going to run through the next guests coming up on the program. Heather.
Yes.
Hit us with it.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so coming up, we have Tommy James. Next week, we have Gary Anthony Williams from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Nice.
Fun, right? We also have Bruce Valanche. We have the cast of Terrifier 2, Jason Marsden, Katie Babs, Andrew Volpe. We have so many cool people coming up, but I mean, I feel like the cool meter has been raised so high by the 2 of you guys. I thank you so much. I mean, like Josh said, obviously we're fans, but getting to actually like talk to you guys like this and pick your brains, I'm even more of fans of you guys now. And thank you so much. This really means the world to us.
Hey, thank you.
Appreciate you guys' time, man. Thank you guys so much for having us on the show. It's super fun.
Man,
we'll be getting a hold of you, Josh. Don't worry. I didn't forget that.
Cannot wait. Look, you guys, I'll speak from the heart too. I know I speak for so many fans of your music and your legacy over the years. Thank you guys so much for keeping going, for being such an amazing, positive influence, for being resilient, for being people that are real people that go through real shit and coming out at the end and being somebody to look up to. And you guys are real individuals. And when I talked to you today, man, it just solidified what I felt like I already knew about you guys, that you guys keep it really fucking real. Thanks, y'all, for being here. For maybe chainsaws at home.
Come to Astro or come to a show or just come say, hey, man.
Absolutely. We've been planning to come out to Astronomicon, but it's just been like Josh and I do the convention circuit as well, and it's just overlap. But next year, it's my birthday weekend, so I'm going to try to make it out.
I'm saying
awesome.
It's something to think about. It'd be nice to even set up the, and do it live, like right there. On the spot, that'd be killer. You know what I mean?
Anything, you guys know how to get man. Anything you want. We're down.
I'm gonna message Michael.
We know people, okay?
Let's do it. Let's make it happen. But
come on, for real. No worries.
Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you guys real soon. Be safe.
Thanks for having us.
Of course.